We're in Mercury retrograde now. It started like 3 a.m. for me in Paris, so 16 hours ago. We're 16 hours into Mercury retrograde. Just been like anticipating the delays. And this is what, when I first learned about Mercury retrograde, it was probably like 2018, 2017, 2018, and my ex was really into it and always talking about it. He was a Virgo, which like makes sense because I feel like Mercury retrogrades affect Virgo and Gemini placements the most. And so he got me onto Mercury retrograde and he was like, yeah, now that I know about it, I feel like I can just like anticipate why things happen and just give myself more time to get somewhere or whatever, because I know there might be delays. And that literally happened to me today. I had a one-on-one session with a client at 6 p.m. and I knew I had to leave like where I was downtown in Paris by like 5 p.m. I gave myself like super extra. I might have even left earlier than that. I might have even left at like 4:30 because I was like, I need to give myself like an extra long buffer of time to get back to my apartment for my session with the client. And so I gave myself like ample amount of time, and it turns out it was perfect because I ended up on the wrong metro by accident and had to get off and switch metros. And that is also just so Mercury retrograde, like, but what it taught me, like, I'm getting a lot of analogies about life from these types of things. Like today I realized like, oh, it's okay to make a mistake because you don't learn from the actions you don't take, right? If I hadn't taken that metro, I wouldn't have learned like, oh, I'm on the wrong metro, and to get off and take the metro going the other way. Does that make sense? And same thing with like before I took the wrong metro, I was on line 9 and it was so packed in there, y'all. I just posted a video about this because I was talking about it on my Insta stories. It was so packed in that metro. I was like, there's no way I'm staying on this train for 20 minutes because it was so sweaty. So I figured out how to take another metro and I got off that freaking train. And then that's where I accidentally took the wrong one. Like it's Mercury retrograde. Like I'm glad I gave myself ample amount of time because of all the way that all that transpired. And that's really, what this time period is about. It's like embracing the maybe slowness that comes. Like I also was just walking around really slow today because I wore heels and like I'm not used to doing that. So it was just like a slow day overall. That's day 1 of Mercury retrograde for me so far. It's like embracing the just kind of slower pace that things are wanting to go and allowing them to be a little bit more slow right now.